Hey everybody, this is Ryan and Angela from LostReviews.com, and this is our review of Crazy Stupid Love.
I should have fought for you.
Okay, Crazy Stupid Love is the newest rom-com starring Julianne Moore, Steve Carrell, Ryan Gosling, and Emma Stone, among other people, but those are the main four. And it's kind of a love quadrant of sorts because they're all connected.
I would say it's trying to be the hit that It's Complicated was, which I think a lot of movies do ever since that movie was.
Well, why do you think that? Because it centers around a divorce?
Yeah, and it's catered to people around that age that are going through a divorce right now maybe, or maybe thinking about splitting up, or just in that certain spot in their life.
I like, though, it covered all three generations of love. It has like the young junior high, like 13-year-old falling in love, and you've got, 20-something age group falling in love, and then you've got the 40-something going through the divorce and the midlife crisis and whatnot. A lot of ups and downs, but it was really enjoyable. Fantastic movie, I thought. I really liked it.
Julianne Moore and Steve Carell are the center kind of story of it all. But it basically follows Steve Carell as he deals with the separation from his wife, how he has to now go out on the dating scene and figure out how else to live his life.
Yeah, and he would have never gotten anywhere if it wasn't for Ryan Gosling, who came in and said, I'm going to help you. I'm going to change the way you dress and the way you talk to ladies and teach you everything and how it works. And then all of a sudden he starts getting attention of ladies again. And that's funny in itself. Ryan Gosling, we made comments about how he was saying the suits that Steve Carell was buying were too big, but his looked like 6 inches too small.
Like he was shopping in the junior section.
But they look good. So it's like, I was saying this to my girlfriend after the movie, they did that on purpose because they cast Emma Stone as the good-looking girl that everyone looks at, and they cast Ryan Gosling for all the girls to look at. Because he is looking photoshopped in that movie, so.
I would have hoped that he would have had more position to be funny in this. I'd like to see kind of Ryan Gosling in that position, but
I think he was at times.
Yeah, at times, but not really what I felt from the trailer like he was going to be.
I think he's running with Steve Carell. There's no way he's going to outshine Steve Carell with his sense of humor, so he had to kind of be the more serious tone at times. Really liked the story. Even the soundtrack I thought was kind of good.
I wanted to make a comment about that too. I did think that. We hadn't talked about that before. I really thought that the soundtrack would be one that you might want to pick up. I thought it was fantastic.
But it wasn't like obvious. It didn't pull away from the scene or anything either. I just like kind of felt myself kind of tapping along.
Did never become music video.
Yeah.
But
the one downside I had about the movie, besides the fact that you said you thought it ran a little long, it was a 2-hour film. It didn't really drag for me, but the one thing that always kind of pulled me out a little bit was Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling always met in the same bar. And it was like they come to the same bar every night, and all the women just keep rotating through so that there's always new women for them to meet. So I thought that was a little... I know they were going for the look of, this was a beautiful place that they had set up so everything could look really nice.
Well, I think that was more... This was the bar that's in Steve Carell's vicinity.
Like neighborhood area?
He's seen that. He's drove past it on his way to Applebee's, with the fam, and been like, that's where people go to meet other people. I don't go there, but I recognize it, so that's why he keeps going to the same bar.
Yeah.
It's what he knows.
But then Ryan Gosling was there every night too, so that's...
Well, Ryan Gosling likes to party. So.
I guess he can just get women to rotate through there every night.
So maybe he's the attraction of this bar.
Yeah, but it did run a little bit long. But I don't know what they really could have cut out, because I really thought every part that they showed for each of the four main characters was important to be able to care about them.
See, I thought they could have... There's a scene with Emma Stone and her boyfriend, possibly new fiance. They could have just cut that entire section out, given Emma Stone a different reason to hate men or hate whoever she's with, and run to the photoshopped Ryan Gosling. I think you could have done that in a scene rather than stretching it out over the 15 minutes maybe it covers in the movie. But that would have kept 15 minutes off the film, and I think it would have paced better.
Who shined the most for you in this film? Because there was a lot of good talent.
Ryan Gosling. I always like him.
I'd say that too. It was either that or Julianne Moore, I thought was still just really fantastic in her role.
Yeah, but she shined more in The Kids Are Alright if you haven't seen that.
That's true. So yeah, we'll go with Ryan Gosling then.
Yeah, I thought Ryan Gosling was great.
He's
What would-
really getting a lot of good parts too. So
Oh,
this
yeah.
is something that people can be excited about.
Yeah, it's a lot less scary than All Good Things.
Yeah.
So what would you give this?
Really didn't have much to complain about it, so I'm gonna just scale it back a little bit to a 4.5, and I'm gonna give it some really shitty drinks that Steve Carrell was having. 4.5. What was he having? Vodka cranberries out of 5. Which I drink those, but I get it. If you order that at a bar, you're lame.
All right, I'm gonna give this. I was a little bit more down on it. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. On the higher end of the 3 scary, bald Ryan Goslings from All Good Things.
He was creepy in that movie.
He
nice-
doesn't always the Photoshop guy. He also wears.
He can be really creepy.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's it.
but go see Crazy Stupid Love. Take your girlfriend because she'll love it.
All right, take your girlfriend. You might get laid.
All right.